Okay, so we are back. So now question is,
Okay, so we are back.
येने क्षते शृणोति इदम जिघ्रति व्याकरोति च स्वादु अस्वादु विजानाति तत्प्रज्ञानम उदीरितम. The simple translation is that by which a man sees, hears, smells, speaks, and distinguishes sweet and bitter tastes, etc. Whatever is tasty and whatever is not tasty is called consciousness. So now we are trying to find out what is this consciousness, what is this prajnana, what is this awareness. As we have mentioned in the beginning, that everything is mixed up in this world. So this viveka is important to discover or to find out what is that which never changes. In the beginning, we have mentioned that we may have 5 kinds of experiences, but the experiencer is the same. An experiencer in waking, dreaming, and dreamless state is the same. Not only for the person, but the whole perception of this world also is the same. So now we are pinpointing here, the author is pinpointing. One thing is to be understood, that one thing is called lakshartha, lakshyartha, and vachyartha. So lakshartha and vachyartha. Vachyartha means whatever is being said. I'm speaking some words. Words have meanings. You are deciphering following the meaning of those words and the grammatical way that I'm using. Based on this, you may decipher it. So these are whatever is stated. The direct meaning is called vachyartha. But something is being said, like somebody is you love so much. After a long time, he has come. So you may say, I'm angry with you. Why you have come so late after so many days? So you understand that actually he's not angry, but he's feigning anger. So whatever we say, the meaning we can take directly, or we can understand the mood, like children. Children, sometimes they are saying something, but the meaning is something else. Say, suppose a sweet. Have you taken from the fridge? So he said, no, I have not taken. But you understand what is the because it is absent there. So one is called lakshartha. Lakshartha means by which we can infer the meaning of it. So here this abheda will be there. Unification of tat and tvam, tat tvam asi, or aham brahma asmi. 2 factors are there, aham and brahma. Not whatever way it is being said, but whatever is being indicated. So that's very important. So yena ikshati. So ikshati means whatever we see. Who sees? Western way or medical science says that rays come to our retina, then it gives stimuli, and it goes to our brain, and then brain recognizes. But philosophical way or Vedantic way of perception is when we are ready, we want to see. So what happens? We want to see. Say, I want to see this book. What is this book? 8 Upanishads. So what is happening? It is me. I'm channelizing myself by the help of intellect, also mind, and I'm orienting my whole energy to this. So our perception is like that. Otherwise, so many impulses are coming. We don't perceive all those impulses. If we take scientific way of understanding, then we'll be mad, because so many things are coming all the time. We don't perceive all those. Whatever we are interested in, we perceive. So now, yena ikshati. Ikshati means whenever I want to see, I see it. So who sees it? I see it. It's not the senses that see. It is not the mind that see. It's not the intellect that see. It is I who am seeing. I am orienting myself, my avenues, mind, intellect, and also sense organ, and then I am seeing. So that is why it is said, yena ikshati or ikshate, srinoti, or I hear. So hearing also, like something is like a few minutes back when my sound was not clear, then said, Swamiji, we are not able to see, hear. So this is Srinoti Idam. So you, the person, you are the listener who is listening. So yena, by which, by which this sees. So that by which a man sees, hears, smells, speaks, and distinguishes sweet and bitter, or whatever is tasty, whatever is not tasty. Swadu, aswadu means whatever is tasty, whatever is not tasty. So in whose presence it happens? It is not the person also. In the presence of consciousness, this happens. If we say that is the person, actually person also cannot perceive. In presence of awareness, this perception happens. See, presence of this light, you can see me. But the light is impartial. Similarly, awareness is only its presence. Then there must be a karta. There are 5 factors for any action. What are those? Adhisthana. There should be a body, like an office for any business. Adhisthana. Then if office is there, but officer is not there, nothing will happen. Similarly, when this body is there, then the possessor of this body should be there. Number 2. Number 3, there must be some instruments. In an office, there are typing machine, telephone, etc. Similarly, in this body also we have various instruments. Now, office is there, officer is also present, and instruments are also there. But still nothing will happen. Why? There must be some effort. So the doer must put some effort. So, adhishthanam tatha karta, karanam cha pratak vidham, vividhascha pratak chesta. Chesta means effort should be there. But still many times we see it does not succeed. Why it does not succeed? It is because the uh, system is not ready. So there is something called system. No, we say daiva. Daiva means divine intervention. We can see a person can start a business and he puts his effort, he has instruments, he has good officers, but it did not succeed. So many startup, they are failure. Say about maybe 90% or more than 95 startups are failures. So what is the point? Point is there is called one thing as deva. People say fate. Actually, it is not fate also. It's a system. Now, these are 5 factors for any action whenever it is done. But all this happens in presence of something which is akarta. Akartaram yamanyat. So like this self is not karta. So anyway, this awareness is not karta. So this is finer point, but here we have to go with the verse because he wants to indicate first which is gross and then what is the subtle point. So first yes, because when I am doing something or I am perceiving something, that self or this awareness is also present. Prajnan is also present. That's why. So in its presence, when we hear or taste or touch and smell, so all these are happening in its presence. So that is this prajnana. Yena ikshati srinoti, that by which a man sees, hears, smells, speaks, and distinguishes sweet and bitter. But actually, whatever is tasty and not tasty, etc., is called consciousness. So, consciousness is not involved. So, this we have to remember. Now, so conscious prajnan is defined. Now comes Brahma, Brahman. Chaturmukha Indra Deveshu Manushya Ashwagavadishu Chaitanyam Ekam Brahmatah Prajnanam Brahma Mayapi. The one consciousness which is in Brahma, Indra, and other gods, as well as in human beings, horses, cows, etc., is Brahman. So the consciousness in me also is Brahman. So now we are relating to our consciousness who is perceiving. There we are trying to find out who is this Brahman. As we have already discussed that in our waking, dreaming, and dreamless states, though we experience various and varied experiences, but experiencer is the same. Similarly, in all beings, the experiencer is the same. And Brahman is behind everything. Brahman is not something out there. It's our real existence. That is why here it is being said, Chaitanyam Ekam. This awareness, this consciousness is one. And this is Brahmatah, Prajnanam, Brahma Mayapi. The one consciousness which is in Brahma, Indra, and other gods, as well as in human beings, horses, cows, etc., is Brahman. So the consciousness is in me, also is Brahman. So this awareness which is within me is Brahman. On that, every experiences are possible. So this is Brahman. Now we go to the next. Actually, this is also from a Upanishad, Aitareya Upanishad. Aitareya Upanishad says, Yadi tat hritayam manaschaitat. So I can read the translation. It is the heart, intellect, and this mind that were stated earlier. It is sentient, rulership, secular knowledge, presence of mind, retentiveness, sense perception, fortitude, thinking, genius, mental suffering, memory, ascertainment, resolution, life activities, hankering, passion, and such other. All these verily are the names of consciousness. And then next verse says, Esha Brahmaisha. So this one is this outside Brahman, whatever, that's also Brahman, but it's inferior. Anyway, this is Indra, this is Prajapati, this is all these gods, and this is their 5 elements: earth, air, space, water, fire, and this is all these. And previously, in previous chapters also, these are enumerated. This has mentioned, and there also Vivek is there, Panchabhut Vivek. So, the origin of this verse here is from Upanishad, Aitareya Upanishad. So, what it says? Brahma, the one consciousness which is in Brahma, Indra, and other gods, as well as in human beings, horses, cows, etc., is Brahman. So, the consciousness in me also is Brahman. So, this is when we are studying, we have to try to visualize what is consciousness in me and how it is all pervading in all being. On that Brahman, all our experiences are floating as it were. When I'm speaking, I'm thinking, I'm perceiving, all these are happening on that my real entity, that is Brahman. Now we go to the next. Paripurnaha Paramasmin Dehe Vidyadhikarani Buddhe Shakshitaya Sthitva Spurannaham Itir Yate. The infinite Supreme Self remains manifested in this world as the witness of the functions of the intellect in the body, fit for self-knowledge, and is designated as I. So now, what is being discussed? Who is this I? So Aham and Brahman. So Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahman. This equation is to be understood. So first, what is Prajnana is explained. Then what is Brahman? That is also explained. Now, who is this I? Now, for this we need, our mind should be purified. You know, it is this. Suppose there is an ornament fell in a pool of water, but water is dirty, and not only dirty, it is in waves. We cannot see where is that ornament has fallen. So the water should be pure or purified, number one. And number two, it should be placid. It should not be in waves. Then only we can see. So water should be, so that there is no distraction because of the waves, and water is purified. So all this we can understand when mind is purified. How mind can be purified? Shama, Dama, Uparati, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhan. These are the preliminaries that one must practice. Then only when he puts insight, then he'll understand. So, when mind is purified, in such a mind, this both Brahman and this Aham. Aham means here not this present Aham. Present Aham is full of impurities, thought, worries, and then desires, envy, so many mental modifications, and because of those, mind is dirty. And when mind is dirty, and it is also in waves, all the time it gets disturbed. So now, when this I, this aham, is purified, in that state, one realizes that this self is no one else but Brahman. The infinite supreme self remains manifested in the world as the witness of the functions of the intellect in the body. So even I am talking, I'm selecting words. That's by the help of my intellect. And myself is witnessing that. And if I choose a wrong word, it says, no, 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 change that word. So this is the witness. Witness is not involved. Witness is totally unattached. So this, how it can become unattached? When one practices Shama, Dama, Uparati. Shama means controlling of inner senses. Dama means controlling of outer senses. That means karmendriyani, hand, feet, etc. Avenue of grabbing, walking, speaking, organs of evacuation, and also procreation. And similarly, five senses, that eyes, ears, etc. So when all these are controlled and one withdraws from the world, no outside disturbances, then only he can experience this, that this is the witness. This is witness. In its presence, everything is happening. He's not involved. Remember that verse of, I think, Mundaka Upanishad, that Dwa Suparna Sayuja Sakhaya Samane Vrikshe Parisasya Jate. Two birds are on the same self tree. One is pecking various fruits, sometimes sweet, sometimes sour. And when it pecks sour fruit, then it looks up. And he looks that there is another bird who is not pecking, but he's abhichakashiti. That means he's looking unattached. So in this self-same tree also there are two birds. One is pecking various objects of this world, and another bird is not involved. He is only witnessing. In its presence, everything happening. Even witness, when we say witness, that means he looks at it, he is onlooker. But here, in his presence, everything happens, but he is not involved. So anyway, so the infinite supreme self, Paripurna. Paripurna means who is full, complete. Paratmasman asmin de, Paratma, supreme self, Paratma. Asmin dehe, in this body, vidyadhikarini, that means he is the um, in his presence everything is conceived or experienced. Buddhe shakshitaya, and who is the witness of even the intellect. Sthitva spuran aham itiriyati, and this, that even that which is present, that manifests as this ego. Because of that presence, this body-mind complex is I am. This aham comes from there. So, but when one experiences this, one experiences Brahman, then Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. The knower of Brahman becomes Brahman. Like Sri Ramakrishna, when he experienced he's one with Brahman, then he is Brahman. We can see other also, when one experiences like that, he is Brahman. And then what happens? Tarati shokam papmanam guha grantibhyo. Then all kinds of worries, all kinds of anxieties, etc., everything goes away. And all the knots are removed. Vidyate hridaya grantish chiddante sarva samshaya. So this is the sign. If a person realizes, then all the doubts go away. And Gurha Grantibhya Vimukta Amrito Bhavati. Not only that, because of this experience, all the knots are cut asunder, and he has no doubts. Once it happened, Premanandaji was coming, and then one monk said, Maharaj, today I achieved what is to be achieved. He said, okay, very good. He encouraged, very nice. Then he said, are you really? Yes. Then when he repeated the question, he said, I think so. So then he said, no, you have not achieved. When you think, that means you have doubt. So when there is doubt, that's not realization. It is like this. When you have a fruit in your hand, you have no doubt. Karamalakvat, like a fruit in your hands. So when you have this, there is no doubt about it. So all the doubts go away. Guha grantibhyo vimukto amrito bhavati. And he becomes immortal. People may ask, what is the advantage of this? The advantage is this, that one achieves fulfillment and he becomes immortal. Immortal means body will fall off, no doubt. But he is totally one with the self. And all the doubts go away, and all the worries and confusion, desires also will disappear. Anyway, we have to stop here. 8:30, 35. So this is one, and then second one will come, that Aham Brahmasmi. So
we're in it.
Eh?
This last verse, we were in it.
No, that's a Tat. Oh, Tat. Aham Brahmasmi, yes. After that, Tat Tvamasi. Okay. Jai Ma. Okay, we say our prayer. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyati Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyati. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tassat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Thank you.
না মহারাজ জানতাম না আজকে ক্লাস ছিল।
Akshay, is it okay?
Yes.
Pranam Maharaj.
Okay, this, first you have to hear, and then gradually the questions also will come.
I've got a question for you.
Yes, yes.
Are they gonna do all 4 Mahavakyas?
Yeah. Yes. There are now two are dealt with
Or
here.
1.5?
And Aham Brahmasmi, and then next comes Tat Tvamasi. Thou art that. Okay.
Pranam.
Thank
Maharaj.
you all. Thank you, Jai Ma.